Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Mike. This is the Hammered Chef, and this is my Christmas time. So just bear with me. I'm gonna get my tablet on here, and then we're gonna decorate the tree. So this is handy for me to see who's actually watching. Whew. Why is it not showing myself? Sometimes it doesn't want me to log into my own channel. Oh, that's great. I can't watch myself live. Right, come all the way out. I watch that much YouTube now, and I'm trying to help everybody. So bear that in mind if you do a bit of YouTube stuff. Right, there we go. I think that's it. No, that's not the one. What is going on here? Right, come on, let me in. Let me in, little pigs. Will not let me watch my own live. Ah, there we go. There he is, you handsome man, you. So, I'll keep this here, and yep, we're going to start decorating my tree. I've plugged the lights in just to do a test. I am missing a few, but yeah, if I start unplugging and everything, it's going to take me forever. Just for a little bit of ambience. I don't mean one of them big white things with flashy lights. I've got my fire on. So we've got the Christmas sounds. I could have put music, but I'm not going to do so. But please feel free to drop me a message. I say hello, me. Just so if anybody else pops in, just please drop me a wave. Check out my other videos and my live, all the rest of them. So I'm just going to move the tree over a little bit. I just want to get around the back here and straighten some of this off. It's been in storage, so it's a little bit bent out of shape. A little bit like me some days. I get bent out of shape as well. But we're just going to straighten it up. Make it look pretty again. So let's just do what we can. I'm not going to go crazy on this. But it is it's a nice feeling to kind of get yourself ready. But some of these are so wrong in their shape. Now I've bent them too much to fit in the box, I think. So we'll just keep working away. Yeah, maybe it's time for me to get another tree, you know. I don't think I want to stay in there. But this one, I could never put this one up in the apartment because it was too big. Sorry, condo. It's a condo, not an apartment. So I'm just going to keep moving, keep doing what I can do. There we go. As I say, I'm missing quite a few lights here, but I could put more on if I wanted to. But and I do apologise that I've been missing for quite some time. Hey Robert, how are you, my friend? Hey Bernadina. Thank you for checking in. Well, we're getting somewhere closer here. My trouble is I try to get things too perfect. and it doesn't always help, but we'll do what we can. And I want it to look like a nice tree. I don't want it to look like it's just come through the wood chipper. Pull that over again. Have a look what we got around here. Try and open up some of these branches. I have been accused in the past of being a bit of a Clark Griswold and do the whole over-the-top Christmas thing. And I'll tell you, this moving house thing, it takes up a lot of time trying to get everything back in place. Thank you, Robert. Top bit looks good. It kind of looks a bit bare down below, but by the time I get some tinsel and things like that on there, open up some more of these branches, we should be good, I think. That looks okay, I guess. That'll do, I think. Right, so hopefully my tinsel is more than one big knot. I just want to do like a zigzag. Can we see okay? Am I looking up? No, I think I need that light on. So I turned the light off earlier there, so if I'm facing this way, the light's coming from behind, that can see me. If I have this light on, that detracts from this, so I think that works better that way. Let me know what you think, guys. But I'll just start putting out tinsel on and we'll see how we do. Alright, it's already grabbing hold and once goes where it wants to go, I guess. As I say, I didn't use this tree for the last 3 years, so it's a little bit, I'm not used to it now. I don't know how much tinsel I will need, how many decorations. Guess I'll find out as I go. I've been reading all of the kind of the Goodwill and second-hand stores and just trying to find some nice traditional Christmas decorations. But there's not much around. You go to the main box stores and the big place that sells tyres from Canada. Stand some of these up a bit more as I go, as I find them. I'm going to come up there a little bit first, a little bit bare around there, then we'll come back down. So let me know where you're watching from, Who have we got there now? Hey Sarah, thank you for watching. Thank you very much, Sarah. Normally I just do cooking, but I am a carpenter and it is Christmas time now, so it's time to get the decorations up. I hope you're all ready for Christmas, if that's your thing. If not, have a good day anyway. This is it's a funny time of year for me. Oh, what's going on now? This is hey Griselda, thank you for watching. Yeah, this is a strange time of year for me because it's my birthday. So, happy birthday to me in a few days. And with my birthday being Christmas, I used to always say I've got the shaft. You get missed out on your gifts and people forget it's your birthday. When you're a 7-year-old kid and everybody's forgotten your birthday, well, it doesn't make for too much joy and happiness, let's put it that way. Right, so that's one on. And I'll have another one when I find the end. This one I didn't wrap up very well. Yeah, I've got another smaller tree, which I used in the condo. Actually, I'll tell you what we'll do as well. I'll show you what's going on outside quickly if I can. Hey Gabby, thank you for checking in. I'll just see if I can quickly show you what's going on out there. So, this is my part of Canada at the moment. Oh, so we have this. Got my lights on, but I don't turn them on today. So we're looking at this sort of situation. This has just been snowing for the last, I don't know, since about 5 o'clock this morning, so for the last 4 hours or so. So wonderful time. And this is what it is, I guess. So I look out on my deck and all I get is snow. And if, I don't know if you can see that there, but we're about -15 at the moment. Got my TV on with my fire. But I said, I only just moved house 2 weeks ago. And just trying to get set up, it's a complete nightmare. I want to get fired away on my channel again, and it's something I've never had a chance to really get back into. But I do enjoy Christmas time the best I can. As I say, it's my birthday. So sometimes as a child it wasn't always the happiest time. But still, the fun was there. And you got to make the most of it, to be honest. So, what's everybody doing for Christmas right now? I hope everybody is ready. At least almost ready to have themselves a fantastic few days off. from work. Now that's something I haven't done for a long time. I used to, when we were kids, we would make popcorn and then sit there with a needle and thread and put the make a chain of popcorn. Here you go, Sal there. Thank you. Thank you, Gabby. Thank you, much appreciated. Let's have a look, check out, see who's who. If you have a channel, I will follow back, and if you want to look at my other stuff like the cooking recipes, and as I say, I'm a carpenter, so there's a few things in there about painting, decorating. I do some woodwork stuff. So let's have a check of the channel. Gabriella Pagado. Thank you for joining me. I always subscribe to people. I always try my best. I will subscribe to people and check them out. Sarah, what the heck? And Sarah Townsend. You got no subscribers yet, Sarah? No video? It's a shame. Like I said, this is one of them things I started to do. If you're interested yourself in doing YouTube, I mean, I can recommend it, and it does drive you insane sometimes doing the videos and all the editing involved and things like that. But at the same time, it can be very rewarding. And sometimes, like I say, you get people. Some people don't seem to be happy with you. Whether it's jealousy or they just generally just think that you're doing a bad job, I don't know. But it can be so much fun. I've made some fantastic friends along the way doing this. You meet other people, you help each other out, that's what we do. One of my favourites and very, very good friend now is Griselda Life and Adventure. A gentleman called Purely Sound, and a lady from Cambodia called Senna. There's another lady, I think she's in the Philippines, called Enchanting, and a lady in New Zealand. Oh, my brain's going on me. Just a sip of coffee. Yeah, a lady in New Zealand called Angie Mendoza. We've all been supporting each other for such a long time now, helping each other out where we can. So, I'll have a check. I raided the dollar store as well for little baubles and such like. Now, one thing I don't have at the moment, and I forgot to get some. What the heck do you get into these things? Put them out there. They always give you these little pieces of string and they always tied up like this, and it's, I don't know why they do this, because you can never get them apart. That one may be a liar, that actually came apart. So basically I'm just gonna, if my eyes are working well enough, we'll just make a quick loop. I mean, I guess this is one of them things I could have done in advance, but wow, this stuff's terrible. Trying to tie a loop and it just keeps kind of fraying off. Like, give me a moment guys, I'm going to have to go and find some paper clips or something. Won't be a moment. Anybody else pop in there? Nope, not yet. So we're okay for now. Right, I'm back guys. So, the hazards of going live and not being prepared. So, paper clips. The easiest way for you to hang up anything for your decorations. Like I say, some of these have got the thread on already, but like I say, that just broke straight away. So not worth doing. So all I do, I get a paper clip, spin it around on there, close that up, and that's it. You've got your little hook ready to go. And then we just start hanging. So we'll start at the top. And with a bit of paper clip you can kind of squeeze it together again. Just to lock it onto the branch. And I did, as I said, I went a little bit crazy around some of the second-hand stores and places like that. So I've got some little chunky stars. I've got a small pack of green, red, silver. These are probably going to be going on now, I think, next. If we can get them open. Some people kind of get a little bit carried away with the packaging. So keep yourself some scissors handy. How much sellotape do you need to put on? So these boxes that they come in, I tend to throw them away. We'll get a couple of these out. Jump out a bunch of paper clips ready to go. I mean, a small bag of paper clips has usually got like, I don't know, several hundred in there. Doesn't say on there, I will tear that bit off. But by the time we start hanging these on, it's going to start looking beautiful. And I like the traditional colours. I've seen friends, I think it was last year, they tried one of these, a black Christmas tree. I'm not too sure about that idea myself. I seen another one where it was an upside down Christmas tree. Something a bit different, I guess. This one seems to be missing something. Yep, that looks all good. I might have to turn my heating down, it's a little bit too warm right about now. So as I said, let me know where you're from, guys, what your plans are for Christmas, drop me a line. I'm just thinking about I would love to do a live Christmas Day thing, but how many people will actually watch Christmas Day? I mean, it's just a thought. But I'd just be interested. I've done Christmas Day. I've got a couple of friends coming around. Can't do mix and match. I mean, I've got I've got all of these. I bought all of them ones, are blue and silver as well. So we do have smaller balls at the top, bigger balls down at the bottom. And as AC/DC said, that's a lot of balls. If you have any questions, shout up, guys. Give me a shout. That's some of these long dangly ones. We'll try a few of these. Now, I don't like these ones. These are nice. It is great if you go to places like Salvation Army and places like that. They have a lot of Christmas decorations. Now, I don't know where they come from, house clearances, people just want to get rid of stuff, I guess. But it goes to, the money goes to a good cause. Oh, that one's broken. Oh, that sucks. Let's try something here, shall we? So if I get my paper clip and I do a twist and we'll leave it so it's wide open like that, but then just kind of like try to pop it through the hole. There we go, now we've got a loop. So easy, simple fix. And we'll grab another paper clip to hang it with. Nice. I've got these little small things out of the dollar store or somewhere. Out of the dollar store or Michael's or somewhere like that. They're like little acorns, but they're like a little bell as well. And I've got my, don't need that one this year. I've got a couple of different, I should have my Clark Griswold around here somewhere. There he is. There's my little pop figure Clark Griswold. So he'll be getting pride of place at the front somewhere. I mean, it's supposed to be a keychain, but yeah, I'm going to use it. And I've got my mini kit Tim Hortons cups. So we'll have them on display too in a moment. Let's put Clark at the front here somewhere. Have him sitting in there. All in honour of the Griswold family Christmas. Well, a lot of stuff getting tangled up here. I've still got chocolate from last year. I'm not going to eat that. So I've got some, I have a little polar bear, a little angel or a cherub, a couple of little reindeer, so we'll drop them in somewhere nice. Now this one's quite heavy, so I'll have to pick one of the sturdy branches. Now just out of curiosity, when I was a kid growing up, we had cats. I'll turn that round. We had cats and dogs and stuff, and we never had any trouble whatsoever with a Christmas tree. And I'm just wondering what other people's experiences are. Are the cats little monsters that wreck the Christmas tree? Or have you had no real bother? What should I use now? No, just keep on going. Let's have some of these stars on here. So we'll just keep working away, guys. So if you're just new to my channel, please check out my other videos. Let me know where you're from, where you're watching this from. I do try and answer everybody. But I don't know, I mean, which is the best way to do a tree? Do we overload it? Do we put loads and loads of decoration on, or do we keep it simple? What are people's preferences? And I do like these lighter decorations that makes life that little bit easier. But once we get this done, I'm going to make, I think I'm going to make a ham and broccoli quiche. So if you want to stick around for that, please do so. Hi Heyman, thank you for checking in. And I know some people don't celebrate Christmas. They say it's a personal choice, but I just think of it as a good time for everybody to be friends. For everybody to have a good time. So we'll just keep on going till we get it to like the nice little happy place on this one. I mean, I could in theory turn the lights off for now and then we'll do the unveiling type of thing, but I won't. I like it like this. Down here somewhere. Oh, another broken one. Yeah, I remember being a kid and a lot of the decorations were all made from glass. And they would always end up broken by the end of the year. Or you get them out of storage and it's already broken and it's like, oops, wasn't me. Let's get some more of these red balls on the go. Yep, starting to feel good. It's starting to feel like Christmas now. It's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas. Everywhere we go. Don't know all the words. Don't know why I've done so, but I had this thing where my Christmas trees were going to be blue and silver, just blue and silver. But I decided that I like the idea of the traditional ones with like the reds and the greens and But if you're just joining me, thank you for doing so. Much appreciated. It helps out my channel. As I say, I've just moving house. I'm just trying to get my... Oh, that didn't help. I'm just trying to get my channel back up and running again. It's not easy, to be honest. I figured out that it's not very easy. Trying to do a YouTube channel and have a life. But as I said earlier, it is very rewarding too. And sometimes I just like to share my recipes, I like to share my day. When I'm doing my building work or any carpentry work, painting, things like that, which I'm going to be doing a lot of in the next few weeks, because I'm going to be pretty much working throughout Christmas. I've got a lot to do. Well, this one's chocolate from last year, but I'm still going to hang it up. I don't think I'd eat it, but I wouldn't recommend eating 1-year-old chocolate. As I said, when is enough when you do this? I have to step back and have a look. Look for the bits that's missing. Down on the front here, but that'd be nice. I mean, to be honest, the way the weather is in Canada, it's a good idea to get all your Christmas stuff done pretty much in October. I know a lot of guys put the lights on in kind of November before our weather gets really cold. Oh, come here. I mean, sometimes the weather around here, last week we were 47 below, and then it went right down. There was a natural 38, and then it went right down. It was about to minus 47, which is not normal for this time of year. So this is apparently one of the coldest and one of the snowiest Decembers that we've had here in Alberta. I know around here as well we have a lot of Filipino people, and they like to put their decorations up and start celebrating Christmas in October. I mean, I found it a little bit bizarre. I went to the Philippines last year in October, and there was Christmas songs everywhere, people wishing everybody Merry Christmas, and I was like, what the heck's going on? It didn't seem to make a lot of sense to me at that point, but it's just the way it goes, I guess. Where are we looking now? I'll move one in there. Excuse me. A bit of a hole, can always hang it off the tinsel itself like that. And what time is it now? It's just approaching lunchtime. And normally, I would normally do Christmas decoration on the tree of an evening and have a couple of cold drinks along the way. Let's step back there, I need some more on that top section. I think we're looking pretty good there now. A bit of a hole here. Hide. Well, let's get that in there, that looks okay. And some of these bigger ones around the bottom. And I think we're almost there, guys. And the last thing to go on is always the star or the angel, whichever one you have. Excuse me. Actually, I'm going to get a drink of water. I spent so much time doing my decorations outside, I had to wait till the weather was getting good. And we had, like I say, it was been really cold. We've already had around about 12 inches of snow. So I do have a couple of videos there of me actually using the snowblower. I guess that's one of the positives of living in an apartment, that you can have the condo board are the ones that get rid of the snow. And to be honest, I can do this, and as I go, if I see something later on, I can drop something on again later. I say we don't need to go crazy right now. And to be honest, if I see something, if I see some decorations that I like, I can always buy some more, even if I haven't used all of these. But there might be something I just think is nice that will fit in that area. I'm already thinking, I've got all my lights out the front. I don't have any of them inflatable things, I'm not a big fan of them. But I could do with something extra out there, but I just don't know what it is yet. I used to have a big Christmas moose. Used to stand there, but when I moved, that kind of stayed where it was. I think we're looking pretty decent. Let me know what you think, guys. Give me a vote. How am I doing out of 10? It's a shame I've got no kind of children or grandchildren now. I've just got my son's back in the UK. Obviously he's 21, 22 now. I just do this for my own pleasure. But how long do people leave up their decorations? There's a question. There's a lot of people around here tend to leave them up, like through February. You know, I'm thinking I like that as is now. That's pretty close to what I need. Let's drop a couple more of these long fruits. Is that enough? Let me know. I know Griselda normally answers. Griselda, if you're still watching, can you have a look and tell me if that looks like enough? That's a bunch of them. Perfect. Thank you, Griselda. That's all the encouragement I need. I have one more there. One little star. Right, I'm going to try and put the actual star on top. Oh, actually, I forgot a couple of things. These two nice reindeer. If I can untangle this, won't it look pretty? That one can go in there. And this one. Nice space for this one. That one will probably hang down a bit. Right, there we go. Put that one on there. My Tim Hortons cups. That one here. I think we'll have one there. favourite one. Merry Christmas. And 2 of us here. That's my good friend Grace. Now let's see if I can get this on the top. Come on. Oh, I hope this works. I have this like pet hate with angels and stars because they always seem to be too heavy for the trees. So I don't know whether is it the angel that's too heavy or the star, or is it the trees are just not very well made. Let's see if we can get this to go on and stay on. And for those of you who are not aware, if I look like I'm struggling on this ladder, it's because I am. I recently had surgery, so I'm very much not enjoying stairs and things like that. This is not going to be entertaining. I don't think that's going to go on there. Let's get rid of that in a moment. Get rid of that. And bring that straight. See if we can get that going there. That fits there nice now. But does it stand up? I got a drunken star. Oh, wonderful. Right, maybe push it down a bit more. Well, that looks pretty good there, I think. Hopefully it'll stay there. Oh. So, yes, for those who don't know, I have this. I had a full knee replacement and I'm still having trouble doing anything. Stairs, say a set of steps and stuff like that. Just move them out the way. I have to take things very, very slowly. Otherwise I'm going to be in big trouble and end up hurting myself, and I don't want to do that. I'll see if I can reach over here. Get that in there. Back on. Well, I guess that's looking okay. Thank you, Griselda. Thank you very much. Well, that's looking pretty nice. So, I actually installed... Where'd that go? Well, I actually had a friend to do a fobby. But can we see on the... Can we see on the actual thing? Yeah, around the ceiling there. So, what I've done is installed some lights, and I used the ones, I put these on so they can be different, so it looks like nothing happening, but when you start talking, or if you're singing, rocking around the Christmas tree and happy holiday, that type of thing, so you can have your karaoke night and you've got your disco lights. So let's turn off this light now so you can see the tree. I'll close my blinds as well. So if you want to have a bit of a relaxing day, you can have your karaoke on the go. So just see how things go. I've turned them off now. But that guys is my Christmas tree. Let me know what you think. Let's get a little bit closer. Fantabulous. I'm loving that one, guys. So I think now that's that one done, ready to go. I've got all my Christmas decorations on the go outside. I just need to tidy up here. I've got my Christmas pillow. Again, you serious, Clark? So I've got that one. That was a gift sent to me by one of my subscribers. So thank you very much. We'll open these again a bit, get a little bit of natural light while we can. And I think we're going to move over to the kitchen now, guys. Get some light on in here, see if we can see what we're doing. Right guys, so camera's into the kitchen now. Let's see what we can figure out here. My kitchen is getting, I'm going to do a reno on this. So this middle section here I'm going to take out. But right now, I'll give my hands a quick wash. Hygiene first, guys. Now we'll have to try and figure out how I'm going to get my tablet over here so I can see what's going on. I still want to know who's talking to me. So give me a moment there, guys. There. Tell you what, sometimes doing all of this stuff, it's a bit on the hectic side. Where can I fasten this to? Dang, that's going to be tricky. One there. No, I don't believe it will. I don't think there's enough space. Well, I know that. I'm just going to have to leave it on the table for now, I think. I'll stand it up there for now so I can see. I just need somewhere to plug it in. Oh, that'll do nicely. My tablet's getting old, so it loses power very quickly. I have to keep it plugged in all the time. Right, so I'm going to make a couple of quick quiches. So I just bought some store-bought bases. So I want some broccoli, some green onion, broccoli, green onion, cheese. Some eggs and egg white. Use these older eggs as well. Now I did get some extra bases just in case. Say hello to Scully, my knife block for my steak knives. They're a bit weird, but yeah, not too bad. I'm just going to wet myself a little bit of kitchen paper so my cutting board doesn't keep moving around. Doesn't want to come apart now. Go down underneath. That helps. Oh, I tell you, getting yourself ready for this type of stuff, you have to be one step ahead all the way. So I'm going to check these bases. The last time I got some of these, they were all broken. So I want to make sure we're good to go. Beauty. So you get 2 in a pack. That should do nicely. So what did I say? Let's see what it says here. Yeah, $4.50 for 10 minutes or whatever. That's just for an empty one. I don't believe in doing that type of thing. Next big bowl out. That's just for the egg. And we'll chop up some broccoli. I know I've had quite a few complaints from some of my regulars. They're not happy because I've been missing for a while. But to be honest, guys, things have not been easy. So I had surgery on my knee, and then I've moved house. So I'm trying to do what I can. But I do appreciate you guys that have stuck around and you keep coming back. Much appreciated. So I always keep the stock. Don't throw that away. It's got lots of vitamins and whatnot in there. Let's have a look. Can I see anybody on here? Actually, I wonder, can I fix this to my chair? No, that won't work. But I can turn the chair around and sit it down there. That'll do. Just nice to be able to see who's doing what. But like I say, keep the stalks. You can slice them down nice and thin. You don't have to be Gordon Ramsay, Jamie Oliver type of thing. Just take your time. Make sure it's not rolling around on you. Or you can use a vegetable peeler if you want. They're nice and thin. I mean, you can eat everything when it comes to broccoli, but I like to use a small knife. So when you get your florets, don't start chopping in. Come from underneath. I'm trying to show you there. If you come from underneath and just pare them off. and then you just pull them out. And if they still seem a little bit big, then we're just going to kind of, we cut from below, and then it just pulls apart. So, but I like to do it on the cutting board. I know it's not a very good angle for you guys, I'm sorry. But we need to keep these quite small, so that they cook in time. Once you get a few more off, then you get down to this core again, and we can slice that down thin again. And this is kind of the boring bit, the cutting, but it is what it is. But please feel free. Hey Griselda, thank you. So I like to make things like this, little quiches, and I mean you can do these as a mini quiche as well if you want to make your own pastry, or you can buy the small pastry tart shells. And then you don't need to worry about the pastry if you're not very good at the pastry. Don't worry about it. I mean, don't get me wrong, these pastry shells are absolutely fantastic in saving you time, but homemade pastry is wonderful. It is absolutely wonderful. So let's have a look. That might be enough there for now. I've got a few more bits off here that are already loose. I might just try and do them all here. So we don't need to go over the top here. Don't overfill. So let's move that out of the way for a moment. I don't have a lot of space. See this area here, I want to take this wall out. The cabinets are going to go. I'll move more the other side, and I'm going to make this into one big island so I can use for working on. But when it comes to these pie shells, we're going to keep it simple. I'll grab a fork first. Now just all I'm going to do is prick the base in a few places, and that just stops it getting air trapped underneath and lifting up. So we'll have a little bit in that one. Some of these were a little bit big still. So a little bit in that one. Like I say, feel free to cut them down a bit more if you feel it needs it. And I'll open these ones. Like I say, you can cook these, stick them in the freezer. Saves a lot of messing around later on, especially when you get closer to Christmas time. We'll just arrange them around, keep it nice, keep it pretty. We can put a few of these bits in. this one. One thing I do need to do is start up my oven. I almost forgot. I missed a phone call. Yeah, looks like it. Oh, suspected spam. I'm popular. So, oh my goodness. I'm storing everything in my oven. So when it comes time to cooking, I've got no space to cook. Dang it. I can't wait to get the renovation done, I tell you. Not there for now. Right, bake, 450, start. So let me just check. Come on guys, we're cooking today. Drop in, say hello. Let's have a look. No, no messages. Yeah. Sorry, I said 450 there, didn't I? 350. Stop that, we'll break, we'll go back 350. 350 is usually average where you want to be. So we'll get back to this in a moment. Right, so I have a can of Christmas ham. So that'd be great for that one. But first things first, let's get some green onions on the go. Get rid of all the any bad bits that's on here. Now I've moved house and I have a garden. I will be growing my own onions again. It's so much better to grow my own onions and herbs. That's the one thing I miss when when you have a condo or an apartment. Just being able to grow your own vegetables and all your herbs and spices, that type of thing. I used to always grow loads of tomatoes. a decent amount of onion there. Kind of mix them around a bit so you've got the green and the whites together. And we just sprinkle a little bit over each one. Now you don't have to use green onion, you can use regular onion if you wish. So we'll just move that around, mix it round. Try not to make a mess as you go. Right, we're going to open our can of ham. Now these are usually full of water, so we will bypass that by draining it all out over the sink. There's usually way too much water. I think that's, I mean, they say it weighs a certain amount, but I'm pretty sure 50% of that's the water. Oh, I hate these things. So out of all of that we end up with this. So I want smaller pieces. In a moment I'll just get my hands a bit cleaner. Always keep plenty of kitchen paper handy. And to make it easier, I'll just chop that in half. And chop it into 3 that way. And then we'll just basically, we want to make little cubes about 1 centimetre or so. Breaks up, breaks up. There's a lot of the time I will use Spam for doing this with. But use what you've got. You can use chicken. Now Christmas is almost here. After Christmas I'll be using turkey. Be lots of quiches, turkey pot pie. I'm getting hungry already just looking at this. So scatter a bit of that on there. Some on there, try and make it even. Excuse my reaching over here. So try and keep equal amounts. Or if you're just keeping it for yourself, it doesn't really matter because you're going to end up eating it all anyway. I'll do for that for now. I'll just clean off my hands again. And I'm being good here. Normally I would be diving in and eating a few pieces of the ham, but I'm not going to. And to be honest, if you have a proper joint of ham, it's much better flavour. But this is just for the speed, as it were. Right, we'll just sprinkle a little bit of cheese first. I always keep bags of cheese in the freezer. If I see it on special offer, I'll buy it. Well, cheese is expensive now for some reason. Right, we don't need too much salt, just a couple of little twists. Because the ham is salty, but lots of pepper. You can add some tomato to this if you wish, entirely up to you. Out the way, don't need the knife now. Right, let's get some eggs on the go. It's a wee bit warm in here today. Move this over. It's never a good sign. When the eggs start breaking in the wrong direction, usually means they've been mishandled. But always be careful with the eggs. Watch what you're doing, anything falls in. I want about 8 eggs, I think. If you get good quality eggs, do so. And you want large or extra large eggs. And to be honest, if you mix too much, you can just make yourself an omelette. So I've got 8 of them in there. You know what? I'm going to mix it. I'm going to do the rest. As I say, I can always make an omelette later for my lunch. It's lunchtime now, and I'm starting to get a little bit hungry. A little more will do. I'll put that in there. Now I'll give that a mix up. Where did my fork go? Anybody else joining me? Not today. Now you can, if you want, make these a lot more healthy by using a lot more egg white. But make sure you give it a good mix up. Now I'm gonna start adding some egg white just to bulk out a little bit and to even things. Probably a good cup. Sorry, good 2 cups. And we'll give that a good mix. Right, let's get me a ladle. Actually, where's the small one? Now, ladle, take your choice, take your pick, which one you want to use. Looking at about 4 scoops. It all depends on how much filling you add to these. So Let's get... I'll get my big baking sheet, I'll put a couple on there. Oh dear, try not to spill it, Michael. Oopsie. Right, I need to find a better way of doing this. Damn it. I need more space in the kitchen. That's better. Once I get these loaded up, I'll show you. Can actually only fit 2 per sheet anyway. So I'll get my other big sheet out. So if you hear a big bang, I dropped everything, okay? So this time, I'm going to put this down first. These inside ready to go. That's a better idea, Michael. Right, I'm going to need a bit more. So let's drop another egg in there. And some more egg white. Oh, let's get that shell out. As I said, be careful with the shell. Just a quick mix. And if it's a bit more egg white, we'll call this one a healthier one. Yep, definitely a bit more white going on here. Now just want to kind of move this around a little bit, even it out. Now you can, if you want, you can blanch your broccoli first, but I like it this way. It's a little bit more fresh, a little bit more crunchy. I'll just do these ones over here. And then we're just going to get ourselves a small pastry brush and we'll just brush around this edge. Do apologise if the lighting's a little bit off. The egg will just give it that nice little brown crunchy texture to the pastry. Right. Whew. So we're at 350. So I'm going to go in to our oven now. Now we need to keep eye on these because one's high, one's low. So it'll be a good idea to switch them around. So we actually switch them around top to bottom, and I'll save that. I might as well put my last egg in there now. And the last of the egg white, and that way I'm keeping things tidy. Now, for some reason you can't recycle egg white container, so I don't know how that one works. So we'll put this out of the way for now. I'm going to have a little bit of a clean up around here. So, give your cutting board a quick rub over. If you keep the oil on it, mine needs redoing. If you keep putting your cutting board oil, then it'll last many years. This one I made about 6 years ago. And now we've got a workshop, I'm thinking about start making them again, so people, if they want, they can order them. So I've got them in there. I'm going to set my timer now for 30 minutes. And then we will check. And that's the way I like to do it. Well, it's the proper way to do it. But I will check around about 20 minutes in and we'll have another look. So whilst we're waiting for that one, I'm just going to whip up a small omelette, I think. I'm sorry you can't see me over here, guys, but I'll move a little bit so you can see. Why not? It's just not ideal. What can we see? Well, you can see me cooking, that's about it. I've got my very inexpensive rice cooker there. Get a fork. Because to be honest, guys, I'm hungry. This is mostly egg white. Grab a pan. Let that pan warm through a bit. We'll have some salt and pepper. Oh. A little bit of a white out there. I'm just trying to get myself set up now, guys, so I can keep on keeping on, as it were. Oh. Come on, pan. The only thing I don't like about electric stoves, they take too long. Well, I can get you much closer than this or not. Have a try. Let's have a look. See what we can manage here. Might work. That works, guys. Not entirely sure where everybody is today. Maybe everybody's too busy doing Christmas shopping now. But I know this, I mean, it's 12:30 now, obviously lunchtime, and I think, when did I eat? I had some toast this morning. I had some of that cinnamon raisin bread toast with some peanut butter on there. That was at 7 o'clock, so I've been busy all morning, so yep, I'm starting to feel it now. That should do, I think. I'll have to dig out my other sprays and things like that. Let's have a check. Yeah, that's good. There, black pepper. No salt yet. Just let that start cooking. Let it solidify up again a bit. Keep this moving. So now it's solid, we can put some salt on there. A little bit more colour. salt on this side too. Nice little quick snack. And that'll do nicely, just like that. What more do I need, guys, really? That'll do me for my lunch. And I'll put you back over this side now. How long have we got now for our quiche? Still got 20 minutes yet. Don't keep doing what I do where you want to keep kind of looking. I have this thing where it's like you get a little bit kind of paranoid, I guess. Is it burning? My quick omelette. What can I put on it for a little bit of flavour? Let's go for a little bit of sriracha. And that's pretty much all we need. Oh yeah. Well, that's yummy. You know, really, I could have put the broccoli in with this, but blanch it first and make myself a little bit of broccoli. But I'll put that in a tub if I can find one. There we go. Will that fit in there? No. That's it. Back in the fridge. Do that tomorrow. I think I didn't need to do egg. I still got pierogies left from yesterday. So you can check out that video, guys. Yummy. So we got today we've forecast freezing rain. So I really don't feel like going out, but I have to. Because I ordered myself a nice Christmas blanket. I have to go and pick up one of the ladies at the church. She makes quilts and duvets. And all the money, like I say, goes to the church and the children's fund. So I have to go out and get that this afternoon. So I'm hoping the freezing rain isn't too bad. I mean, there's only so much the city can do. And we're under a yellow warning near Edmonton here. That's a good thick omelette. Yummy. done. One of the things I advise if you do a lot of cooking, you keep yourself a plastic bowl in your sink filled up with water, and you can just clean off things as you need to. Hot soapy water, I should say. Saves you water, and then you can just rinse off any soap that's on there. Like I say, you're not wasting water. I don't know wherever you guys live, I'm not sure, but around here, Canada is the country with the most fresh water. Yet, our water costs a fortune. Oh, you guys. Knock my tea bags over. That might not be a bad idea. Make myself a nice cup of tea. I'll leave that there so people will look and go, what the heck is going on here? Some advice for this time of the year, guys: slow down, take your time. And eat plenty of oranges and fruit, lots of vitamin C. Just keep yourself fit and healthy. I guess I'll have to empty the garbage can today. That'll do for now. I'm going to get my little wire racks out. Oh, I tell you what, I can't wait until I get this kitchen fully organised. We have these here ready to go. How long we've got left now? Oh, still 12 minutes. But it's just a case of waiting now, guys. sit Scully over here. Bit of a talking point. Well, I'm going to sit down a bit, guys, because my legs are giving me some trouble again. But please leave me a message, drop me a line, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if this will open up wide enough. I'm still messing around with my camera tripod that clips onto the tables and stuff. Trying to get it to fit somewhere. No, it doesn't fit on the table. Damn, that sucks. The old one did. Cover. So if we got any questions, guys, just let me know. I'll kind of sit down here a little bit. Just turn that slightly that way. Oh. So, moving house. Was it a good idea from the condo? Yes, I've got my own space and I don't have to deal with condo board anymore, who are a complete nightmare. It's like having a HOA. But now I'm clearing snow, 2 big gardens back and front. I enjoy doing that, so it's kind of a love-hate thing. Like this morning I went out, shoveled the snow, and I'm like, yep, that's all the snow gone. Well, I better go out and do the snow again because it's snowing. It was snowing that much this morning. Obviously, having a condo, I didn't have any stairs apart from getting to the correct floor. But now I've got stairs to deal with for walking, so I have to get better fast. So it's just a case of wait and see now. I'm just hopefully my knee just keeps getting better. I've got to see physio on Wednesday, so we'll see how that one goes. So, well, feel free, guys, drop me a question. Drop me that question while we're waiting for any questions while I'm waiting for the quiches to cook. I've got the other thing over there, but I'm looking on my main phone as well. And there's been some shocking stuff in the news. Very, very sad news. Very, very sad news in Australia. So prayers and blessings to everybody there. Just check out my what do you call it again? Studio. See how I'm doing there. Nah, a couple of subscribers. It'd be nice. It'd be nice to. I want to where am I at now? I'm 2,519 subscribers. So ideally I would like another 0 on the end of that one. Every interaction really helps my channel. So for those who are interested, in the coming months, well, coming weeks and months, I'm going to be extending my garage. Actually, that's a lie. I'm looking into extending the garage or just building a standalone workshop on its own. So I'll figure that out from A to B, whichever works first. Because when I bought the house, they said that it was the garage that was built was done with a permitted build on there. So, but when I went to the city office last week, they said they can't find any permits. So if that's the case, and I start saying I want to alter it, they will make me go through the whole permit thing again and get the whole thing inspected. So I'm not happy about that. So I need to have a talk with my realtor and let them chase that up and see if the seller of the property has got a permit, and then I can take that to the city and say, look, it did have a permit, but they're claiming that it didn't have one, or they can't find one anyway. So that would make it difficult for me. But if I don't attach to that building, I can just build a standalone shop all by itself, and that way, yeah, I guess I can borrow the heating and the electricity from the garage, and we'll go from there. But I need to look into that one. Big style. But I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. So if anybody knows anything about this type of stuff, let me know. Give me some advice. I'm a little bit impatient right now. I want this to hurry up and cook. Three minutes left on the first, but we'll just have a quick check of that. Looking good, looking decent, and then we'll take them out and swap the positions. A bit of clean up as we go. Just give me a bit of space in my tiny kitchen. still kind of trying to figure out where I'm going to store things. Keep a skewer handy. I'll use that when I test my quiche. Yeah, thank you, Griselda. Hey, George, thank you. Are you hungry there, George? Hey, Robert, thank you, my friend. Hey Bernadina, thank you for joining me. Thank you for the love heart. It's much appreciated. You know what, I don't want to start stinking the house out, so I'm going to put the fan on low. Come on. 30 seconds. 30 seconds to go there. And then we can swip and round, have a little test. I'll have to have a dig around in storage and see if I can find my proper oven gloves here as well. Well. So, first things first, we do a stop, we do the bake, we go back to 350 so our oven doesn't lose any heat. Oh, they're coming on nicely, guys, coming on nicely, if you can see that there. Beauty. So I'm going to take the bottom one and put it up at the top. And we'll get this bottom one, the top one, go down on the bottom. They are quite heavy, so please use 2 hands if you need to. And I do have one more little trick that I do when we're almost cooked. So I'll put my timer back on again for another 12 minutes. And we'll go from there. So once we're cooked, then we're going to put some more cheese on. A little bit more cheese on the top, and we're just going to put them back in just to melt that cheese off, and that's it. Maybe get a little bit of colour on the top, and that will be fantabulous. Yummy, yummy time. Yummy time, absolutely, Griselda. Like I say, I put these in the freezer, but let them cool down first. Let them cool all the way. Stick them in the fridge afterwards for a bit. I put some saran wrap on. Then I put them in a freezer bag. And then if I need to, I can put them in, then you can put them in like a little Rubbermaid tub. And then put them in the freezer. And then when you need to, you can take them out, let them defrost, and then stick it in the oven and give it around about 15 minutes on 350 just to warm through. But test it, use a thermometer, just make sure that it's completely cooked. Could be 15-20 minutes before it's cooked again, but you'll have to be defrosted first. So please don't start trying to cook it from frozen, because it will end up black. You do have to do that defrost first. So you defrost it probably overnight in the fridge, and it's good to go straight in the oven the next time. Ow. So you can see these, I have a couple of marks on my scar here. You can see that, I think. Anyway, these are where the threads were going in, and I got an infection in them somehow. I don't know how, but this one keeps bubbling up all the time. Gets a big lump on, and the last time I had to go in and they kind of lanced it and pulled some of the infection out, whatever it was. But they said at the time it was a staph infection. Me being me, I wanted to make a joke of it and said, well, I don't know any of the staph, you know, we never touched them, so, but I don't know, it feels painful again. I mean, when you touch around, kind of hard in there. And when I'd done that previously, I went around like that, give it a squeeze, and it actually popped, and there was like kind of clear, nasty liquid in there. That's just getting back up the temperature again. Yep, still got 8 minutes left to go there. I'm all excited. Thank you for sticking around there, Griselda, and coming back in again. You too, George and Bernadita and Robert. Much appreciate you dropping in. Damn, I've got a lot of tidying up to do in the sitting room here. Gosh. Yeah, I'll show you anyway. So I've got all of my stuff over here. Lots and lots of decorations. Still got the fire on the TV, but I do have the little fire down below as well. I just wanted a little focal point. There is nothing in the house, so I thought I'll get a little focal point, and I can have a little fire on there. It looks pleasant. So, and I can still watch a movie and have my little fire on as a focal point down below. That'll do nicely for me. But the important thing, let's get some quiches or a flan. You know, I'm not too sure. What is the difference between a quiche and a flan? Let's ask the Google machine. As I say, I'm not a proper chef, so what is the difference between a quiche and a flan? So a quiche is a French savoury tart with a rich egg, cream and cheese custard filling, and the pastry crust always egg-based and served warm. A flan has different meanings. In Spain, Latin America, it's a sweet, crustless caramel custard, while in the UK and the US, it's often a savoury, open-faced custard tart, and a pastry like a quiche, or sometimes crustless. Okay. But another one that my mum used to always cook was she'd do an egg and ham pie, but it would be open on the top. And sometimes she would put pastry on the top as well, so I don't know. I mean, I guess the flan is normally like a custard tart. See, I always think of the sweet variety being more of a tart than a flan. So, I don't know, each to their own, I guess. 5 minutes, guys, but I'll check on them now. Oh, they're looking, oh, can't see, gone blind. No, they're looking absolutely fantastic there. They're coming along great. But, as I say, I'll take them out when the time's up. They will come out when the time's up, and then I will check them, make sure they're cooked on the inside. If they're cooked, a little bit more cheese on the top, and then just let that one, let that melt off. And then we need to let them cool down, then we can eat. Oh, I'm excited. Sink a bit here. I need to buy a couple of them little strainers for the sink to stop any bits going down, because there's nothing. I mean, I've got the drain rods and things like that, but it's easier if you just keep your drains unblocked and unclogged. It's much easier that way. And I did get an inspection on this lot, so I mean the guy done the basics, but they never check. They really don't check things like your drains and things like that, so you don't know what you're dealing with. 3 minutes. Oh, can I hide? Peekaboo. Now, personally speaking, things like a quiche, I would usually have a salad with that for my lunches. You can have it on its own, eat it on its own, have it with a salad, or you could do, well, a salad, some French fries. It was quite common where my mum would just do egg and ham quiche, and then she would do some baked beans and some French fries with it. So that was okay. But the good thing with these, a great stick in your lunch kit. Take on a picnic, anything like that. You can eat them cold, or you can warm them up again afterwards. So it's just very versatile, very nice to have. And it is pronounced quiche, okay, not quickie. I'll have a quickie. That'll get you into trouble if you walk into the baker's and ask for a quickie instead of a quiche, okay? Sorry, just my little chef joke. Oh, oh. They're looking really good now. You know what? I'm going to call that a day there. Check them. Damn it. Let's get that one out. Have a check. Ooh. Now, I'll bring that over so we can see. So there we go, super yummy. My lights are not working very well under here. So that'll have to do for now, guys. So can I zoom in a bit? There you go, guys. What do you think of them things? Oh, the light's gone off again. They're just battery ones, so put that in, comes out clean. If it comes out clean, we're good. Nice, beautiful, nothing to worry about there. So I'm just going to turn this back on the 350 again. I'm just going to put a little bit of extra cheese over the top, not a massive amount. And that goes back in our oven. What do you think of that one, Griselda? Let me know what you think before I put it back in the oven. So I'll get the other one out. Check this one. Yep, nice. Yummy. So we'll get a bit of cheese on this one. Is anybody there still? Give me a, let me know what you think. Oh. Oh. And we'll get that one back in. And we just want them to melt down. Maybe get a bit crispy. Get a bit golden. Beautiful. I'll just stick that on for 5 minutes. It shouldn't take that long, but hey, who knows? Now you can also add mushrooms, spinach. You can do a seafood variety if you wish. You can do it as a seafood variety, shrimp and stuff like that. Or shrimp and crab really. Or maybe say smoked fish. Salmon is a good one with the egg. Just salmon, green onion. And the egg in there, that's absolutely fantastic. But as soon as these are cooked and cooled down and we've had an inspection, I'm going to have to call it a day, guys, because I'm in absolute agony right now. So, let's zoom back out again. I say my knees are giving me a lot of trouble. Oh, I say I still have to have, I still need the surgery on the left one. The right one is healing, it's getting better, but it's been almost 6 months now. I just get pain on the side here, but it's not, that one is not too bad. It's just my left one now. But they won't do the surgery on the left one until the right one is completely healed. So it's a catch-22 for me right now. But I just have to keep doing stretching exercises. I do things where if I can do it right now, I put my foot onto the chair, and then I have to bend down to try and give myself my proper range of motion. Wow, that's painful today actually. So I have to be careful doing this type of thing, because if my legs get side to side, it can be quite nasty. So just have a check out cheese right now. I mean, we've still got 2.5 minutes in there. Well, cheese is looking good on the top one. Ooh, let's get that out. Alright, a little bit more colour on that. Wow, I'm a happy guy. It just feels good to get back in the kitchen, doing it live with the people that I love, and hopefully the people that love me. So, I mean, I've got my favourites that always come in, but I'm quite surprised that today I didn't get the guy called John, who comes in from the UK, another guy called 8 Ball, and they usually come in, we have a good chit chat. It's nice when people interact and people come in talking to me, but today it's been a bit on the quiet side, so I don't know. It would have been nice, wouldn't it be nice if we could be together, whatever the words are, I don't know. Yes, karaoke time soon. We're going to start practicing on the night. Ooh, ooh, oh, ah. Last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. Right guys, what do you think of that one? Isn't she beautiful? Isn't that there just beautiful? So, I don't like the metal trays. So I want to take that straight out of there. The metal trays retain too much heat. Right, Scully, you move over a bit, buddy. So, I say your baking sheets and everything retain way too much heat. So you should continue the cooking process underneath. So remove it from that as soon as possible. Actually, you know what? I think that needs to go back in for a little bit longer, this one. Put that over there for now. Get my cutting board back out. We just want these to cool down a bit. Ooh, that's hot. The downside of doing a video, you can't do your live at the same time type of thing. Sorry, you can't do your live at the same time as putting the fan on, because it just takes all of that. So there's a bit of better light on there, hopefully that helps. Looks a bit better that way. I thought it was a good idea buying some of these little strip lights. When they are good, but the batteries don't last long, you have to charge them up every time. But that's looking like a nice quiche, not too bad. Just need that to cool down and then we'll cut a section out of that one and we'll have a dive in. Oh, yeah, it seems a bit quiet today. I done a snow blower live the other day, like putting the snow blower together, and it was weird. It's almost like I didn't connect to the internet, or I didn't connect to YouTube somehow. I don't know what was going on there. I had absolutely zero watch it, and then I done the second part. That was only 30 minutes long. And I had 1,200 people watching, and I don't know, it's kind of a little bit weird the way that works. I'm not fully conversant in everything about YouTube and stuff and how all these things work, but I'll figure it out eventually, but or hopefully somebody else can tell me why that happens. I have to get the tens machine out today. I do cupping on this, on my knee, and I do tens machine on there as well. I don't need to do hot and cold anymore. When I do the tens machine, I tend to do like one of them hot bean bags, just to kind of warm it up a little bit. But I don't want to encourage any inflammation on there, so it's kind of a bit of a catch-22 on that one. Hopefully it will come out the pastry shell easy enough. Or come out with a tin shell easy enough. I know what I meant. But it's looking good and it smells good. So if it looks good, it smells good, must be good. Not the other way around. If it looks bad, smells bad, it's probably bad. But this one smells good. You know what? I'm in a hurry here because I need to get my legs resting, so let's get this one out. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful now. There's the other ones. Fantastico. Marvellous. Make sure you turn everything off. Hot trays, don't leave them where people can get hold of them. Put them back in the oven if everything cools down. It's safer that way. If you have young kids running around, keep them out of the kitchen if you can, to be honest. It's not ideal. So To be honest, I'm just going to cut this while it's in here. When I do this on my own, I like to use my little pastry pan. That's little tart tin, which has got a drop out bottom. It's a lot easier to remove from the container that way. Oh, that lovely melted cheese. Oh, that's hot. Aye, aye. But I never keep these. So I'll just pop it open. I think I've got a slicer around here somewhere. So look, I do believe I have a pie slicer thing. Don't hide from me now. Okay, where are you hiding? No. I will just have to try and use the knife. Almost the right shape, I guess. So we'll lift that out. That's what we're getting, guys. Where are we at here? Somewhere around here. So that'll do nicely. Still very hot. So see, left half of my pastry shell behind. But we'll have a little taste. Oh, it's filming. Still a bit hot to eat, to be honest. But when it's cooled down. Oh yeah. Let's have a look. Let me move around a bit more. So, one ham, broccoli, quiche. Well, ham, green onion, broccoli. Oh, that's wonderful. That's definitely going to be awesome on a picnic. Getting out there. Make that one for your hard-working partner. Put that in the lunch kit and they're going to love you forever. Oh, so hot. It is so hot. Okay, you can come in as well, Steve. So that is absolutely amazing. My nice, I mean they're pretty quick, don't take much doing. They don't take no doing at all really when I think about it. I mean there's 4 good sized quiches, ready and made up. Can't fault them, I really can't fault it. So let me know what you think, guys. If you're watching this after the fact, click that like button. If you're new to my channel, please smash the like button. Check out my other recipes and subscribe. Love you all, guys. It's my checking out for now. Need to go and do some relaxation and rest. Love you all. Mwah.